Hi.
Hello everyone. Thank you. Welcome to our live stream on Monday.
Yes.
Alright. Before we
Today,
start
yeah.
our topic, and we have some announcements firstly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. First, let's check our. Some people come in and check our voice and video. See if any issues about the internet or our settings.
Yes. Today,
Okay.
Yana and Eli talk
Yeah.
with you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our
uh,
old friend.
Thank
I
you for
remember.
for coming here, and we meet again. All right. Firstly, we're gonna check our voice and camera. If there is any issues, please let us know.
Hi, Daniel.
Okay. Hopefully our voice is clear, and let me check with my mic. Okay. Okay. I see more people coming in, and okay, a little bit internet delay, but it's fine. It's normal.
Thank you. Great.
Oh great. Wow.
Hey.
It's almost the end of October, so I believe one great festival is coming on the way. This is Halloween. Hopefully someone prepared some gifts or like a surprise for your family and friends. Now, today Creativity also has an event for this special festival or like for Halloween. Let's say, what do we have, Yana?
Yes. Let's see what. The first in our official store, we have Halloween promotion.
Yeah, can anyone see the web page on the screen? Hopefully, yes, it should be fine from our side. Bonjour. All right. Firstly, Yana is posting some event page. Let you guys know we have a special promotion or discount for this Halloween. And if you are interested, you can just walk into it and have a look, have a detailed look.
Let's see what promotion in our Halloween. We have a promotion: buy any 2 pieces, get extra 5% off.
All right. So it's all including printers and parts.
Yeah, which printer have the popular Industry V2, Industry Pro, and Certain V2. Certain V2,
Yeah,
the price is
I
very
think-
nice.
It's a good chance to buy a printer if you need, and filament also. What else do we have?
The second, we have a new product. Which one? Yeah. Yes. We have a
All right.
yes, we have a new product. New
Okay.
fixed board used for resin 3D printers.
Well,
What is it?
It's a new accessory. So basically, I think many people know it is by reading the name. It's a flexible steel build plate for the laser printers. Okay, it's like a removable magnet build plate for your laser printers. I think the size should be compatible to the common printers like O2R or O2H and other brand printers like Cubic or other I forget the name, the Mars or whatever. So the thing here is we always have a difficulty when we remove our resin model from the build plates. Sometimes it's very hard to remove. We may damage our aluminum build plate. So this new part gave us, it's like end up or replace. So that when you finish your printing, and you can take out the steel plates and remove it easily, as shown in the picture. So it's the same idea as our FDM printers. For example, the flexible build plates or magnetic platform, things like that. I think it's really easy to understand. If you guys are interested or you do need this part for your printer, you can go to this website and have a look.
Yes, and I put the link in our comment.
A little bit delayed for our internet, but we're gonna deal with that. What else do we have?
Let's see the comments.
All right.
Bonjour.
Hello from Europe. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Thank you for coming here. Let's just do a quick welcome, and then we will start our topic. Evening. Oh, okay. Australia. Okay, it's yours.
Oh.
One of those.
What is this?
Oh, it's French.
French.
So can we guess? I
Can you write the
creativity.
I guess
No,
maybe
Oh, I think it's like, do you have any machine in stock?
in the Europe stock,
Oh, you?
maybe in French stock.
I have no idea. I mean, I only say machine stock. I think it's like, do you have a machine in your stock? But anyway, so if you don't mind, you can go to English and say if we can help you. All right. Let's go through all the comments firstly, and then we will start our new topic. Yes, it's very useful. It's simple. I think the price is reasonable, but most importantly, it's very useful part for your resin printer. Because normally when I remove my model from the aluminum plate inside this, I have to use some like a sharp tool to lift my model. But sometimes, I mean, almost always, I slowly or like damage my surface, leave some holes or like uneven marks on that. That will not good for your printer and for your release film. So with this product, you can save all that trouble.
I like the new background.
Okay, and actually, yeah, we're using this background. It's very like a sci-fi movies. All the high technology happens in the future is here. But yes, it gave us a special feeling. Okay.
Is there
Okay. You are so interested in CR6 Max. Okay. You heard something about shipping some units. Just want to make sure. Okay. From my departments, we haven't get any printer. I mean the CR6 Max for testing yet. I've seen other departments. They are testing the CR6 Max right now. They don't have many quantities about this printer. Only a few of them. So I think within a few months, there will be numbers of these printers ready for us for testing and for send them out.
Yes, next, it said any plans to fix
Mhm.
the 5+ filament sensor?
Okay, so can you go specifically? Okay. The N5 plus filament sensor. So I haven't have any issues about that one. If you don't mind, you can just go a little bit more detail because I'm using a N5 plus for my daily working. I don't know if we have the same version because mine is kind of old. Yes, if you can describe the problem of the sensor detailedly, I can help you in a way. Well, okay, thank you for coming. I think you guys already know what we will. Okay.
Wow,
Sarah,
when will
sorry.
013 with us?
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
This
so,
question today I will introduce in our Creative official user group in Facebook. We will send the CR30. You have a chance to review it.
Yes.
Yes.
Friday, yes. Can you do that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
share the screen.
So we have a link. If you guys interested, just go have a look. Right now, CR30 is kind of even for us, it's limited. We don't have many of them, and I even don't get one for testing. So the thing is, they will be ready when we have about 6 or 7 machines, so we can send them out for testing for more people. Let them know like what machine it is.
Let's say our Facebook homepage. There is our giveaway.
It's today's post or yesterday?
Last week we posted.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a post for CR30 giveaway.
Yes, we have this giveaway relative or you official user group giveaway. One part we will gotten we gotten the 71,000 members.
Yes.
As a second part, we will do the 77,000 members giveaway. Second part, we will send the CR30 to review it.
Okay.
And now we have a creative.
Okay, another post. Yeah, this one. This is the old one.
Yes,
okay.
And I will introduce the next event. A creative or official user group and the 3D printer for notes Halloween event.
Wow.
How to end this event? Join both Facebook creative official user group and 3D printing for notes group, and comment your original Halloween 3D printing works on this post. In other creative official user group or 3D printer printing for notes. I'm very interested what the works do you print in this Halloween?
Yes. I believe many people are so into Halloween. As you can see from the pictures, I mean, really, it's a so special event. I mean, it's not like Christmas or others. So Halloween is a event. I mean, for us to make something very extremely funny or scary or surprisingly crazy. 3D printers actually give us a choice to let a lot of things happen. So in this event, please join us, and there will be a lot of prize for you. All right.
Yes, post your Halloween printings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it must
This
be.
mine works.
Okay, it's yours. It's Yana's. Okay, it must be original and related to 3D printer and the Halloween event. Okay, anything else we for the announcements?
Yes.
Okay, so sessions. Can you suggest to your design team and the 3 extreme version? Direct drive or volcano hot end. Wow, double zero thread. It's like a fully upgraded Ender 3. So it's a really good suggestion. I mean, okay. So I will let them know and see if they have any difficulty to do that. But personally, I think if you want to upgrade your 3D Ender 3, I think in next live stream, some people, some designer are gonna show you guys a little bit upgrade from Ender 3 to another machine. It's much better, but you still can have a look. So I think there for Ender 3 there is a lot of room for upgrading. Few
months. 这个我就不会再确定。
Okay, yeah, we the official gonna check it. I have to be careful with my words because I cannot give you a correct number except I mean for printers because the date is out of my control. I'm just a technical person. So that's what I was said. So we still have to wait for the official announcement.
I have had to disconnect it. It stopped reading the filament like halfway through a printer. It does it every time, and you see a lot of people having problems on social media.
Okay. Okay. One thing, just because right now I'm running the creative forum and I'm there every day. So I'm not on Facebook or any Twitter, things like that. So I have no idea what's going on. If you wanna get some help from me, I mean, my help is kind of limited because my knowledge is limited. So you can go to our official forum and click in and post your question and your problem there. So I will try my best to answer all the questions, and I did in the past few months.
Okay, and my machine is 4 weeks.
Okay, so it's brand new. Okay, my machine is kind of when it's a prototype for Enterprise Plus. Okay, I really have not. I don't have any knowledge about what's going on for the service department, and I really don't know what issues you guys facing every day. Okay.
Your feedback, we will talk with our department.
Oh, CR6, that's why out stock. Okay, that's true. Sorry, my mistake. Ender 6 for SY.
Seems out of stock on your website. I can't find a decent review like Teach and Teach, 3D printing, Christmas specimen. When will it be available again?
Okay.
Now this printer is
Okay. The official says they don't have any news about Ender 6 for SY. I have one in the lab, only one for testing. So for when it will be ready for selling, or it will be installed, I have no idea. What I can tell you is, okay, review, right? I really don't know many people did a review on Android 6. I haven't do one. Maybe I will really, yes, a lot of things going on. So Android 6, that's why. Okay, I have limited information so far. So far, yes.
这个车子是现在在运输当中，但是目前到哪？
Oh, okay. What I heard is this machine is in delivery. We don't know where it is, but we have the machine. So we're just gonna need some time for its arriving.
Yeah, maybe it give me some
Yeah.
few weeks.
Yeah, in the middle of Pacific Ocean, maybe I think.
Yeah. And well, we will. 我们也很想做一期这个。
Oh, okay, yeah, because we really hope to do a review on Android 6 also. I haven't got the chance to do that. Maybe in next month I will make a plan for that. Alright, next one we have okay, CR30. Yes, it's a amazingly surprising machine. I mean, it's called infinite printing. Yes, along the belt you run it, you can go infinite length. I hope the printer is well designed, and let's see when we get it. I mean, I don't right now. I don't have any chance to touch it yet.
How many followers on Facebook actually?
Gabriel, that's a very critical question. Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Okay, because I'm not running Facebook, and I have no idea.
No, maybe 74,000.
That's a huge number. I have no followers. I have 0. Only myself. Okay, let's just okay. Okay. Yes. Harry, thank you for coming here. And yes, still, on Mondays, Yana and me here. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment, and you can go to our creative forum, and I will be there to help you.
About 6 Max will take to get out.
Okay, so Android 6 Max. What I said is I don't have enough information about that machine. I don't know their selling plan or the delivery plan. What it is actually. Okay, let me.
You feel so bad.
Let me see the question. Okay, is there a direct drive output? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good question. Is there a direct drive upgrade and a 3 or and a 5 for sale on official store? Okay. Actually, on last week we just did a live stream on how to upgrade your N3 to N3 direct drive. And you can check out that new accessory in our website. So, do I recommend it? It's a really good product, and it can just let us do more like flexible printing. Okay, I have to say honestly, if everything goes okay, it's good. If, for example, if you have material stuck inside it, I have to say it takes a little bit time and losing the screws to open it up and do cleaning. Okay, because the extruder is so close to the nozzle and we have limited room to put our finger in, and it will be the only shortage for that product. Other than that, it's a really good upgrade.
I respect your answer.
Okay.
I will
Oh,
share this live stream to all industry groups. Thank you.
Okay. What was the comment that? Okay. English is so bad. I'm out of China. Well, okay. Okay. That is true. But anyway, English as our second language, and we are trying to learn it. I mean, what can I say?
English is my third language.
Oh, yeah, it's your third language.
Yeah.
What is your second language?
My second language is Russian language.
Oh, amazing. Oh, okay. We're all learning. We're all learning. Just please I will speak slowly and a little bit clear to make sure everyone understand what I'm saying.
I think must send me.
No. I mean, it's okay. Let's go on. We're gonna start our topic and what it is. The topic.
Topic.
Yes.
What's the difference between the FDM printer and the LCD printer?
It is a very old, boring, and traditional comparison and question. Okay, so actually, what is the difference? I believe many people already know the difference, and you already decide which printer you should buy. But today, I'm gonna do a comparison in a different few side and go into each section. So let people, especially beginners, to know what printer they should buy or which one is good for you and which one is maybe you don't need it. So it's a very honest topic, and I will be speak honestly. Now, okay, thank you, Harry, for this cover aspect. It's really hard to learn English. Actually, I believe I don't know people how they feel about learning a second language. But we are trying. You know, as a Chinese company, it's really a challenge to sell our products outside of China, and hopefully people will like our products, and our language or accent wouldn't be an issue. I mean, limited you to buy from buying the printers. Well, even though the language is hard to learn, but the printer is very easy. Okay, so by talking about the 3D printer, we don't need any language. We just move our hands on and do all the hand working, and then we can communicate with our work and the 3D printing things. All right. One more question. The last one. The last second one, actually.
Hello, what slicer do you think is the best for creative printers?
Okay, the question is very general, so let me say this way. It doesn't matter a creative printer or other brand printers. So when we talk about slicers, we kind of ignore the brand or what stickers on the printer. We more care about what the printer is. Okay, for example, our topic, we are going to talk about FDM printer and LCD printer. So they are running in totally different concepts. For FDM printer, or we call it FFF printer. So it kind of using the morning firmware or other similar firmware as their system. In this way, the slicer can support basically almost 90% of the FDM printers. And for example, I think Cura is one of the famous slicer among them. And also we have simply simplified 3D actually, and also we have different slicers. Even I don't know the name, but the truth is they all work in a similar way. So basically, you get your STL file inside it and do a slicing layer by layer, and then output it as a G code. So the only difference between slicers is it would be the UI, the interface. So maybe you like Cura's interface, other people like other slicers interface, and then we're gonna have a difference. So technically, the slicer I cannot say which one is best. I only can say which one is more comfortable for you. Okay. So I'm using Cura every day. I think it's very friendly for a beginner. It's just a personal suggestion.
And have something LCD slicer.
Okay, LCD slicer. Yeah, let's go into this section. The slicers. LCD slicers or resin printers using a totally different principle. So they have to use different slicers, totally different from the FDM printers. They need another command to operate all the functions instead of G code. So for the resin printers, the most common one will be the G2 box. I think it's free and very friendly software for resin printers we are using. Based on the price, if you're talking about $2,000 printer, that's gonna be a different story. We are talking about the basic printer, the desk level printers. So they are kind of under $1,000 price. So they then we can do a comparison.
I understood LCD slicer is more simple than the FDM slicer, is right?
Yes, it's right in a way. If you just look at these two printers, okay, let's just hide the comment right now. Hide the comment. Okay, now we can see the printers from our camera. If you look at our resin printers and if you look at our FDM printers, it's gonna be a huge difference. Okay, how can I say that? For the FDM printers, either it's like $200 or $500 or $600. They may look a little bit same. You have black cover extrusions, the profiles like this, and you have a filament holder, all the XY, Z motors, and our base, and the hot bed, of course. So because they are running the same system and they are using the similar parts, so it determined it works in a certain way. Well, on the other side, if we look at the resin printers, it's more like a well-designed product. It's from the outside, it's really simple, and no exposed wire and no exposed motors. Everything kind of fit into our 2020. Right? So here the FDM printer is more like 20 years ago's product look like. Okay.
I never heard Yana speak Russian before.
Yeah.
Здравствуйте, Harry и мои друзья. Как дела? Hello, Harry. How are you today?
That's great. Okay, I don't understand. It's amazing. We have different language. If you guys are interested, you can learn some Chinese words, and we can just easily teach you about Chinese because that's what we can do. All right. Do you guys have any questions regarding to the FDM printers and the LCD printers? Because you doing a live stream for beginners or people who just walk into the 3D printer world and they don't know what's the difference and what printer they need. Okay, so.
Comments.
Okay, yeah. Still, it's supporting us. Well, thank you guys for understanding. I'm gonna speak slowly and say if we can do improving. It's like our printer is upgrading, and I think people or our like. Co-workers are doing upgrading also. People moving up, right? Okay.
I have had faster luck on my industry with Prusa
Oh
slicers.
yes, okay, Prusa slicer. I forgot about that. Because they are making 3D printers and kind of we are competing. But their slicer is really good. I think if you guys want to try and go ahead and say if you like that slicer. Okay, basically I normally stick with in one slicer. It's gonna save me a lot of time. And for example, Cura, they have so many functions and extensions. Right now, I'm using Cura for many years. I haven't fully mastered it. It's just it's like an ocean. You have to discover it, what each function does, and yeah.
Hello, is this a support session or a course for beginners?
It could be both. As a technician, I can support for some questions, limited some questions, because yes, I'm kind of not. I don't know all the things. And mainly it's a course for beginner. We are doing a comparison for the two different printers. Well,
I use Cura, but with their latest version.
Okay, that's
not
an
so good.
interesting comment. The quality is not so good. Okay, there will be many reasons why the quality is not good. Firstly, we're going to define what is a good quality. You mean like the shiny finishing, or what kind of others? Okay, it requires your setup in Cura and your machine and others. Okay, I don't think changing a slicer will increase your printing quality. That's obviously because each printer I think doing a similar function. So regardless the slicer itself, I think the customized setting will be the priority, and printer condition also. In fact, the printing quality. For example, your layer height, your shell, your support, your speed and temperature, lot of factors. It's really hard to see. Eventually you're gonna try many of them and see the difference, then find out which one is the best for you. I think that's the learning curve.
It's hard to learn about the 3D printer. It's very easy.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's my understanding for 3D printers. Yes, still, some people are confused about FDM printers like leveling and why my printer is not working and my software is crashed. So I saw many people have difficulties every day for FDM printers. That will be one disadvantage, or it's unique factors for FDM printers, because everywhere could be a problem, and you have to figure out what's going on, and that issue may caused by many reasons. If you are a person who like challenge yourself and you have a lot of free time, then you can go with FDM printers. The printer gonna give you a chance to learn so many things about machining, and I think the 3D printer is the cheapest machine. Machine you can get for things like this. If you want to buy other machines, for example, a mill, a lathe, or a CNC, it's gonna cost you $1,000. But 3D printer really it's doing a lot of work, but still the price is cheap. I think that's its advantage. Okay. On the other hand, for the laser printers, it's hard to get it wrong. Okay. Even for beginners, you follow the setup, which is really simple, and click the button and start print. Everything is kind of more automatic, and now you don't have to worry, my bed is not level, my temperature is not right. So for the resin printer, everything seems to be like simple and straightforward. And then after a couple half day, you get your part and clean it. That's all. So less issues and problem with resin printers.
Yes, I like the resin printers because the model is very smooth.
Okay, that's its advantage. Resin printers, because it's a unique working method, the finishing surface is amazing, and it can deal with small models with complicated structures very well, but much better than the FDM.
4.8 will be also on. They have omitted uses in 4.7.
No, it's a date.
This all process slicer.
Oh, okay. You mean the version of the software? Oh, okay.
Any future planning for multicolor filament, a filament printer?
Okay. Do we have the accessories for multicolors? Okay. Actually, the truth is we are not working on that area yet, because we have a 3D printer which is a CRX Pro. It can do multicolor like one time. It has two extruder, and we have some challenging or difficulties to make that things happen, and that is not the priority so far. Many people are working on the CR6 and the CR30, so we don't have many people working on the multicolor filaments. Yes, it's kind of no time for that. Okay.
I use process slicer with my industry. I have no problem.
Okay, yeah. I heard from a lot of people the process slicer is great.
I also use the Creative Cloud app with the Wi-Fi box for easy printing.
I'm glad you like the Wi-Fi box. Okay, yes. In the beginning, the Wi-Fi box testing was terrible because the software wasn't that well designed. We had a lot of trouble from printing. But after that, everything seems to go very well. The chance of success is very increased, and well, yeah, right now it's running very smooth.
My bed won't resume when I turn the nose to leave it. No.
To level. Okay. Can we see the question? Okay. No, you mean the FDM printers. I kind of hard to imagine the imagine your background release when you okay. I don't know the exactly issue is I mean okay, so the scenario I can imagine is that you already tied your nuts or no fully, and you can tie the animal. Is that your problem? So let's move on first and see if we can answer it back. All right, so thank you for all the support. Okay.
We can see the monitor you're looking at from the glass.
Okay, yeah.
Of the FD0.
Okay, it's very interesting. Yes, we have a big screen, like a TV in front of us, so we can read the comments easily. And if you want to see clear, I mean, okay, it's like acting like a mirror. Okay, it will be one more advantage about the LCD printers, acting as a mirror. Okay. Now you can see we can see the screen and we can see the comments. Hello.
Chef in 3D printing club.
Okay, thank you so much.
I was talking
Yeah,
about
Kira. Okay. So even the old Kira is working functionally, and I really don't have a time or the curious what's going on with the newest version, because what I'm using actually is more than enough for what I need.
hello from Poland.
Okay, guys, do you have questions about these two printers? I mean, basically, I'm doing comparison to beginners. Okay, if you want to know any detail about these two printers, I can tell you honestly. I mean, it's not limited to my CR20 or the 22R. It's just two totally different concepts.
Comment. I can't use
Okay.
this on Mac as it is not updated. What software you recommend so I can do the web learning in the four corners?
Okay,
Thank you.
that's a very great question. Front face don't support in Mac, and even though it's a great software and free, and yes, I'm using it sometimes. Okay, that's unfortunate. What software do you recommend so I can do the bed leveling in the four corners? I use no software for bed leveling. I don't know which printer you have. I mean, I'm assuming you don't have a BL Touch. But what I do for leveling is that when I press Auto Home and then my Z is 0. So I disable my motors and I manually move my nozzle and check the distance between my nozzle and my hotbed. Then I can see exactly what's going on with my leveling. Okay, if I move this way, it's the nozzle starts scratching the bed. I have to turn the my right knob a little bit tighten, and then the hotbed will move down. So I can adjust all the corners in this way. So basically, the four corner leveling is kind of a concept for beginners. And when you get familiar with your printers, you do not need those additional help. I mean, just by moving your motor and X motor, X motor and Y motor, and you can check all the areas about your hotbed. And it's very quick and useful. Issues. Oh, okay.
What format is printed on creative model?
Okay, please.
How fast are the two printers are printing?
So
okay.
Finally, Yana know the answer about this question. Okay, thank you for giving her a chance to speak.
Yes, LCD printer. This LD002R printer speed is 20 to 30 millimeters hour.
An hour.
Yeah,
Yes.
an hour.
Okay.
Oh, also I know half the FDM printer speed. What is?
Okay. It's a difference. Okay. For the LCD printer, the speed is measured by layer. Because every time it can finish one layer, and on the contrary, the FDM printers can only go with lines. You see, that's the one dimension versus two dimension. That's totally different level. But if you are looking for a word, the LCD printer is much faster than the FDM printer. Okay, to the specific number, the LCD printer can go 2 to 3 centimeter 1 hour. It's not about this much. Totally, the total height. However, the speed for the FDM printer normally will go 60 millimeter per second. It's the speed of the node running speed, so it's much slower.
Yes. And this is LD002R. Our new product LD002H is faster than this printer.
Yeah. How come you got? I mean, the LD0026. What was that? It's gonna be happen in like 6 years later. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Does that have a side filament guide? I don't know which question you are saying. Side filament. The FDM. I don't know. I mean, each printer they are different. So technically, I haven't seen any printer with a filament guide in our printers. I do know many people did a modification to improve their filament fit in. Even myself, I'm kind of changing the filament holder to somewhere else to make sure my filament can fit in easily. Side roller guide. Yes, for printers, standard from the manufacturer, we don't have a guide. But yes, just like what I said, people did a modification, and you can just roller guide like shooter. Roller guide. Oh, not in Creality. It's different printers. They have a roller guide. We don't have that actually. We don't. I mean, yes, that's a good reminder. I mean, I think it's very necessary. People need one. Okay, yeah. Let's see now. Yeah, let's go back and make. I don't know if the 3D printed roller guide can help. Is that our metal one? If it can, I can just design two and put them here. Make sure my filament will not break anymore. Oh, it's crashing. That's fine. Let's move on. It's already okay. It's almost 7:30. And okay, details, guys. About these two printers. What details do you want to know? Basically, it's kind of yes, entry level introduction. But you can ask me questions. So, for example, yes. How many people here know? turn my Siri like voice assistant off. Okay. How many people here are new to 3D printer? Any of you? I mean, it's really hard to answer this to ask this question.
I just bought one.
Okay. I'm assuming you are beginner. Can I? You just bought one last week. What printer did you buy? You got okay. I got the okay. The release film.
Should I lower the exposure time for the first like?
Okay. It's two different stories. That means release film. So the question is how you damage it. Is it because you didn't clean out your vats like this? After a couple of printings, in a vat or in the material, there will be some unwanted things left inside there, and it might be some support material from last printing, and it was inside there, and you didn't clean them. So after when you start a new print, the build plate will crash down and push. So in that way, it will the film will broken. I think it's very easy to understand, right? So that's the very common reason why people need to release your film. Other reason will be you are using your tool scratching your film and it gets marks on that. So that's all physical damaging. Other than that, there is exploring time. If you reduce your exposed time, your first layer will be hard to stick on your build plate. It's not the reason why the film is damaged.
I have a question. Cost. If I want to enter the 3D printer world, how many dollars need to how much dollars need to prepare it?
Okay.
How much dollars to buy a printer? How much to buy a filament?
Yes, it's a very realistic question. So for the FDM printers, the price is kind of in a wide range. You can get under 3 for $170, like under $200 for under 3. And then if you want, you can spend more money on bigger printers. For example, like under 10 max, it's gonna be cost you about almost $1,000. So it's gonna be a wide range. However, for the resin printers, for what we have here, two type of drawing printers, they are all the price very low. It's around 200 something. Yeah. Surprisingly, the LCD printer, the price is not that expensive. But one thing we have to keep in mind is that the maintaining or the upgrading. So for the FDM printers, it's very easy to maintain. I mean, normally if you use your printer correctly and carefully, there is no parts need to be replaced. I mean, sometimes yes, we have to replace our nozzle and replace our bad stickers. That's also cost you a little bit of money. However, for the LCD printers, after half year, we kind of have to replace our 2K screen, like this one. This one, I don't know how much it's going to cost, but during the time you are using the LCD printers, the life of this screen will be reduced because every time it's under the exposure of the UV light, it's damaging the screen. So this is one part you need to replace for sure after a couple months of using. The second part, like we mentioned earlier, is the release film. This film, we have replaced it once a while when it gets damaged or somehow it's break like that. Kind of here for the LCD printers, we have limited upgrade, or so far we don't have any part for upgrading. Well, for the FDM printers, there are unlimited room for upgrading. You can upgrade your motor, you can upgrade your your tube, and a lot of things, or your nozzle, your hot valve. I mean, almost every part you can replace it with a better one or the one you want. So for the FDM printers, more upgrading and more DIY opportunities. Okay, so you bought Ender3V2. Okay, right now Ender3V2 is our best selling printers. So I'm using that one for 1 week. It's really reliable. Okay, that's what I have to say. As a beginner, I think the printing size will not be an issue for you, and I think it's already a good start for 3D printer beginners. Before we don't have this technology and we make Ender3, Ender3 required a lot of skills for assembling, for adjusting, and a lot of things. So that time was difficult. But now Ender3V2 is a huge improvement. So everything gets easier.
If the build plan isn't left, it can cause increased strain on the point on the FEP that can also lead to a tear or other damage.
Yes, it makes sense. What I can see here is LCD printer. The leveling is the easiest part. I'm not going to describe it detailedly, but I think when your leveling goes wrong, you only get uneven pressure on your 2K screen. From what I know, let's say the release film is hard to damage from the build plate because we don't have any sharp edge actually. Even for example, if you level like this, yeah, here may get damaged and get teared for the film like this, but it's a really small chance because as you can see, they have a small chamfer on it, and it's not cutting anything. All it causes for the uneven leveling is uneven pressure. It might damage your 2K screen. Just be careful. It's not good. So damaged release film. Okay, one reason for damaged release film, it might be when they install this release film, the screws kind of here they may have a sharp edge on the corner or somewhere, because this film must be stretched when they install it. So at that moment, it might be the reason why the release film gets expand and teared. Okay.
Is there a free 3D film for Ender3 Pro and Ender3V2? I make a virtual guide for the user who have asked the repeated questions. I will send a message for the simple.
Okay, is there a free as 3D file for N3? I don't know exactly the question. You mean the STL file? Or what file? Or the file of the 3D printer model? Hello. Okay. What did you see? Hello from Earth. Okay. Okay.
I'm using CR10
Mhm,
Pro.
great.
Nozzle is
Yeah.
not for what other nozzle I can use on my printer.
It's a very okay. Now we are to get into our topic. That is called the learning live stream. Okay. So we get your CR10 or whatever printers. I think in the package they have different nozzle size. 0.4 is standard nozzle size. And what else? You can go with 0.6. It depends on what you are printing. Okay. The smaller size will give you a better surface finishing and more time for your printer. You know, the smaller outcome, and you have to spend more time for the printing. That's a common sense, right? If you want to print an average model, for example, this one, 0.4 will be standard. And if you are so into it and you want to print a so great model, and you can go with 0.3, 0.2, it's going to take double of the printing time, but the result will be much better. And the surface is also like polished. On the other hand, if you want to print a model like a large model and you kind of don't care about the surface finishing, or the surface is kind of not that complicated, you can go with 0.6 and 0.8. It's gonna give you more material outcome and reduce the printing time. And the model is also much stronger.
If you just want to print and don't mind it about the process, a resin printer is a great. Also, resin is ideal if you are into money.
Sure. Okay.
If you want to be able to upgrade, and if you want to print larger than the resin, then FDM is a way to go.
Thank you, William. That's a very great and complete
suggestion.
Comments or the summary for the difference about these two printers. One thing I want to end on is the price. Basically, the price is kind of not a problem so far. The only thing is what you need. Like William said, if you are like really into for DIY and do a lot of breaking machines and put them back, things like that, you can go with FDM. And here it's very robust. It's really hard to break. I'm telling you, the step motor is kind of wow. I don't know if you throw it out the way, just and you put it back, it's still working. LCD printer is more like a little well-designed small machine, and you have to pay attention on it. You have to treat it carefully and gently every time you use your resin, and you have to wear gloves, wear mask, and clean them carefully, like clean your dishes. And yeah, that's kind of different feeling. But the results, for the model printing results, by the outlook, the LCD printer quality is much better than the FDM. The only limitation is the size. It's limited into the build plate. Okay, what else we have here? Not all choice will be also depends on material. Okay, that's something I kind of missed. Wow. Okay. I think I was assuming he was a beginner, so the PLA will be the common material he will use, and okay, the metal, wood. Okay. Those material or like a flexible material or high temperature material, I think it's really requires a lot of settings and experience. So it takes time. When they get that level, I think that's a good try for different materials. Uh, I think the PLA is the easiest material to handle, and the printing quality is acceptable. It's hard to get it wrong.
So that FDM printer was the longest print time test that maximizes that printer. Well, 7 days, 10 days, 40 days.
I don't know if any people, any person did the extreme test on the FDM printers. I was using CR10 Max printed huge parts for 1 week, and nothing go wrong. Maybe the step motor is a little bit higher temperature, but that's normal. So I didn't test how long it can run. I mean, fully and until it's that. So what I can say is really robust and kind of hard to break, because the motor itself is a kind of simple design, and you can think it as a Japanese car. I mean, okay. I don't know how they made it, but it's you can do nothing about that. It's never break. Okay. I mean, at this moment, it's kind of come to our end of today's live stream. I hope we answered some questions, and we showed you some things about our printers. Maybe the majority of our time kind of answering questions without talking about printers. But anyway, we are here and to help you guys.
Yeah.
And I hope we did.
If you have some topic want to discuss, please read the comments. Maybe next time we will discuss with you.
For running a long time printing, I think I'm not worried about the motors or other hardware parts. I'm more concerned about the printing itself. Sometimes the nozzle got jammed and my print was ruined during the half of the way, and sometimes like run out of filament and a lot of other things instead of the hardware happens from prevent you from printing a large part. That will be heartbreaking feeling, when you print like a huge project for 10 days, and in the middle something go wrong and you have to restart again. And it's not an issue about the motors because it's hard to break. It's something else. Okay, so anyway, before the end, we're gonna emphasize the event again. Let you know what we have for the Halloween event. While Yana is searching the website, I'm showing you the flexible steel, which can be used for the build plates on the resin printers. Actually, I'm missing one part that will be a stick on the aluminum plate, and it's magnetic. And if I put it on, it will be a stick on it like this. It's totally flat. And when we print, it's go like this. After printing, you just peel it off like this, and then you can bend it to remove your printing part. Very handy part.
I put our official user group link in our comments. And we have a Halloween event. You have chance to review the CR30 and to win an Under 5 Pro and the laser kit filament and the coupons.
Okay, I think that will be the end of our live stream on today. So thank you for watching, guys, and we're gonna just close the window and have a great weekend. Okay,
Yes.
I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Okay,
Bye
happy
bye.
Halloween.